Easy go.
Hey man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy SMTD Drizzy here. And as you can see, because y'all already know, it's Speculation Sunday. As soon as you see that 2K roll up, you should know what we finna be talking about. But I think I'm gonna show the picture if I can find it. But the 2K Twitter has stated that the percentage of people using the Trailblazers on Play Now Online has went up 90 something percent, I believe, or something like that. Why does man look like Marcus Young? Yo, that's fucking tough. But you can already see we playing with the Portland Trailblazers after he my man Damian Lillard. This is my team anyway, but my man Damian Lillard just disrespected Russell. But I just want to talk about the playoffs, how they rolling out. Of course, Portland beat the Thunder. The Nuggets barely beat the Spurs. It was an ugly series from them boys. Like, the Nuggets were like the top team, one of the top teams, which this is the first year in the playoffs that there has been no upsets. Now, the Warriors, you know, they also had a tough series with the Clippers, which is big surprising. And then, Rockets, I mean, they just beat the Jazz again. Because, like, why would they not beat the Jazz? But, and then we're going to go over to the East. And Milwaukee doing its thing. And then the Raptors also doing their thing. And then the 76ers just being the 76ers and the Celtics with the early sweep. But, I want to talk about the next rounds. Ooh, that was a nice shot. This dude's low-key kind of good. I want to talk about the next round. Logo Lillard. Oh, come on. He can hit that. With the next series, this is hard because they counter each other. Greener. Now with the next series, I have the Warriors in 6. Because I feel like each one of their home games, like they did in their first one, they got bailed out with calls. I feel like each one of their home games is going to be exactly like that. Just not giving Harden any calls. So I feel like they're going to win. If they don't lose a game at home, they should win by 6. Well, yeah, because, yeah, that would mean they lost both away games. No. They won one away game. Yeah, because they got to get one away. That was a nice shot. Now with open, baby. All right, with the oh shit, I already forgot what teams made it. With the Trailblazers, and I forgot who they're even playing. Oh, the Trailblazers and the Nuggets. Feel like the Trailblazers, they got this series. There's no way. Now, I didn't watch game 1, so I'm kind of a little bit laxed on facts, but I'll look up who won real quick. I'm pretty sure their game 1's already over with. That's my fault. I meant to watch that game. I didn't have any time to watch any games this week. Portland. Let me get the ball in bounds first. Oh. There we go. Oh, the Nuggets won the first game. That actually changed my prediction. I feel like the Nuggets will actually win this series. As long as the Nuggets are hooping, they'll win. Yeah, that's it for the West, because next series is the conference finals. Now with the East, I don't know what's going on with the Bucks right now. I want the Bucks to win their series, but Giannis was put on lockdown from Al Horford. Like what? Nah, fam, that ain't right. And then Joel Embiid was put on lockdown from Spicy P. Like what? I feel like that the Raptors are gonna have a tough time with their series. I feel like they are gonna win a few games. Like they're not gonna get swept or gentlemen swept. I feel like it's just gonna be ugly though. I mean, well, not ugly. It's a beautiful series. It's gonna be a beautiful series for a long amount of games over there. It might even go all the way up to 7 because if the Raptors can figure out how to stop Jimmy Butler, which basically just means put Kawhi on him, but if they can find a way to limit Jimmy Butler's points, that's a GG. That series is done for. Wait. Oh, you little mother. You running zone. He's running 2-3 zone. Yeah, nah, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Lightly contested. That's got to go in. There we go. Alright, my bad. Not trying to lose this. I believe the Raptors lost because of Jimmy Butler. I remember they won. Who was their big score? Was it? Oh, the series is tied 1-1. Yep, that's the one that I saw. Okay, I saw them lose their game. I didn't see them win. So I'm guessing that Kawhi went crazy in the game where they won. Now the Bucks, they need to do something, which I believe the series is tied 1-1 as well. Yeah, it is. Okay, they're tied 1-1. So Giannis, he needs to take over because I want to see Warriors and Bucks in the finals. Now I'm just playing like doo-doo. So. Oh, Myers Leonard, my boy. If Portland gets to the Western Conference Finals, now, this one might shock a lot of people, knowing that I'm a Warrior fan. I feel as though because Portland and the Warriors have played each other so often, it's going to be a different series. It's going to at least go to 7. Now the Rockets are getting 2-0 are getting beat 2-0 by the Warriors. So, like I already predicted with them, it's pretty much over. I mean, one more loss and that's game. Before you say anything, yes, I do know they choked the 3-1 lead. I mean, does anyone not know they choked the 3-1 lead? Now, I feel as though if the Bucks can make it to the championship against the Warriors, if I'm correct, the Bucks beat the Warriors once. They split this series, I believe. Now, of course, I'm sick and tired of the West always winning the championship, even though my team is in the West. I am sick and tired of the West just stomping the East at all times. So I want the Bucks to win, but the Warriors are gonna win. They just have all the Infinity Stones. I wanted to speak on a few things about, what is it? What is his name? Paul George saying that Damian Lillard's shot was a bad shot. We were talking about this at lunch today, so I thought I'd throw this in the video. Or not lunch today, as in Sunday. I mean lunch, as in when I recorded this Tuesday. No, Wednesday. We were talking about it. One of my friends, SMTD Eclipse, is a Thunder fan, and we were talking about the playoffs, and I was like, I just didn't appreciate that he said that. He said that Dame's shot was a bad shot because of the fact that Damian Lillard shoots those shots on a regular. The man practically pulls up from half court with a blanket on. I mean, the dude can shoot. He has some serious range. Him and Steph have the green light as soon as they pass half court. Now, I told him that the Russ fans and the PG fans are getting on my nerves saying that was a bad shot. Yes, it was tightly contested, but for one, shot clock's running down, and two, even if that wouldn't have went in, the game still goes to OT. So it's not even that bad of a shot. It's not like it hurt his team, him taking that shot. And I feel like it was more personal than it was him actually trying to win the game. It was more okay, Russ was talking all this shit. Let me put their team out by hitting a dirty shot on PG. The shot was dirty. I mean, the shot wasn't definitely not the best of shots, but like Draymond said, any shot to get 50 is a shot. Come on, like. But there's another thing. The Jared Dudley shit with the fucking 76ers was freaking hilarious. Oh, he's a damn off-baller. That was hilarious. It was the funniest playoff series I had ever seen. Now, the Patrick Beverley and KD thing was kind of getting a little bit ugly. And then it was starting to get a little bit more heated. Well, I mean, the Nets and 76ers did actually scrap, so I guess you could say that. But there wasn't really too many other ones that were big. But my boy Donovan Mitchell, he's a hooper, man. He's a hooper. I feel bad for his team having to go up against the Rockets, but the man is just a hooper. And I feel like not the Rockets, the Thunder, like I've been saying to everyone that breathes oxygen, that the Thunder are a regular season team. Just like Steph Curry is a regular season person, that the Thunder are a regular season team. They will stomp anyone in the regular season. Anyone. As soon as the playoff gets here, nope, ain't nobody showing up. It's like their whole team is built with Steph Curry's, because Curry don't usually show up in the playoffs. If he showed up in the playoffs, I feel like we sweep the Clippers. And my man just does not show up in the playoffs. I can't blame him. But I just like how, I don't know, I was reading everyone saying that James Harden he's a great player and all, but in order for his team to win, he needs foul calls, which I feel like is the truth ever since watching them play in the regular season, is that him losing home court advantage, he doesn't do as well. Well, of course, everyone doesn't do as well, but his is like drastically not necessarily drastically different. It's more or less like, okay, 56 points at home, 50 at away, or 50 away. Which, I know, that's only 6 points, but to go up against a team that's playoff caliber like the Warriors, those 6 points they hurt, and they realized that in the first game of the series when they missed those 4 calls. Now, I've also been telling people that a leg kick out is not a foul. And we all know that, because especially in high school, they won't give you that call. And they'll literally tell you that. So, like, I just feel as though, but okay, so for Rockets fans, I also do feel like y'all are right with the league is rigged for the Warriors, because I know that the leagues were rigged for the Cavs, because they wanted the Cavs to win one series. But now, I believe once they got rid of that, the league has now been rigged towards the Warriors to win, just because I don't know why they wanted the Warriors to win. I guess ratings and how everyone bandwagoned towards the Warriors when they won the first one, so they just want to get their ratings back up. But I feel as though I feel like that is honestly the truth, and I feel like y'all actually win something from this, not this season, but next season, because the commissioner is probably gonna like make a new rule or something, like in the underground, like not an actual rule, but stating that they can't actually like rig any important games. Because I definitely the regular season is rigged to shits. It's rigged. It is so rigged. But I don't know. Forget that. Shoot. Now with that, I just feel like, I mean, I'm not complaining to Rock. Or I'm not like complaining about Rockets fans, but y'all need to chill out just a little bit. It's not like y'all are gonna lose anything. Like, I mean, yeah, you're probably gonna lose a series, but next season is gonna be different. Next season is gonna be totally different. But which, speaking of next season, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. 76ers are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals next season as well, as long as Tobias Harris stays. But here's the thing. Next season, you got to think, that team was created with a few trades this season. No team chemistry whatsoever. And Joel and Jimmy Butler actually like each other, which is scary just to think about. Now, with that, I don't know why I left him open. But with that camaraderie that they have, once they get their full team's chemistry up, I'm scared for what they might do to teams. And if the Celtics don't make it to the ship this year, Kyrie's gone. It's almost certain. I know all my Celtics fans know this to be true too, so they're rooting on their team for like their life depends on it. But I feel like Kyrie is the Antonio Brown of this league right now. He's just a cancer right now. I mean, it's gonna spread. Same with LB. It's almost as bad as LB when he said he was gonna trade his entire team for Anthony Davis, or he didn't say it, the GM did. That also was a cancerous decision. I mean, that hurt. That hurt them young boys' potential, but I'm not talking about them because they're not in the playoffs. Now, with all that being a thing, I'm gonna run back over the predictions of who's gonna win these series in the finals. Now, I expect the Warriors to win the finals just because they're the Warriors. Because I know Curry's gonna start hooping here soon, hopefully. Just hopefully. But the Warriors, if they win one more road game, if they win one road game, they will beat the Rockets. The Trailblazers have an opportunity to beat the Nuggets. Not saying that they will, because the Nuggets are still a good team. But I feel like they will. I don't know, actually. I feel like they won't, because I feel like they wasted all their firepower to get rid of the Thunder. Yeah, no, they aren't going to win this series. They're not winning this series. Now, the 76ers, I believe, will pull out with this one. But I'm only saying that as they just have so many pieces. But here's the thing. If the Raptors win one more game, they win the series. I honestly believe that to be true, because if they win one more game, I feel like that means that damn, their coach isn't Dwayne Casey anymore. Fuck. Dwayne Casey was at Detroit and he got sucked again, didn't he? God damn it, Dwayne. With this whole, can't explain it. With the, them winning game one, I feel like that was their coach trying to figure out how they're going to stop Jimmy and that entire team. And I feel like if they win one more, that means he solidified it. He knows how to beat this team. Which makes me feel better about saying that the 76ers are probably going to win this series. With that being said, I have the Bucks beating the Celtics just because I want this. I want the Bucks to be in the championship Just because honestly, that was the matchup I wanted to see, was the Bucks versus the 76ers. Anyway, so I wanted to see that. I wanted to see the Bucks against the Warriors. So I have them winning, but do I really think they're gonna win? It really just depends on Kyrie. Kyrie wants to be in his God form, then no, they're not gonna win. But he requires Jason Tatum and everyone to be hooping just to stop Giannis. But I do gotta give it up to Brad Stevens for figuring out that Giannis does not like Al Horford. I mean, I do gotta give it up, man. Brad Stevens is a great coach. That man is a monster. But I like watching that series. I like watching his weird substitutions too. Like he'll put Jaylen Brown in it, like freaking power forward or some shit, and it makes no sense to us, but to the man, it makes perfect sense. It doesn't make any sense to anyone else, but I do gotta appreciate the man sometimes. Green. So I have the Bucks winning that series, but who knows with Brad Stevens being the Celtics coach, they could easily win that series. Now, Western Conference Finals, of course, I got the Bucks beating the 76ers because I got the Bucks winning it all. Well, not winning it all, but going to the finals. Here's the thing, though. If the Raptors get to the Bucks, it's going to be ugly because I'm pretty sure Kawhi can clamp anyone. So they'll just put Kawhi on Giannis, and they'll be straight. So, if that happens, I see the Raptors winning. So, if the Raptors do end up beating the 76ers, I see the Raptors winning that series. And then they're going to lose to the Warriors, because I don't see them beating the Warriors. I mean, this isn't a 2K sim, so they're not going to beat the Warriors. Now, the Bucks and the Warriors, if what I want to happen happens, and the Bucks make it to the championship, I see the Warriors beating them in 7. I see it going all the way up to 7. Whoa, backcourt, damn it. Now, with that being said, let's go over the underdog selections, as in the Warriors losing to the Rockets. If the Warriors lose to the Rockets make it to the finals no matter what. If the Rockets can get past the Warriors, they're going to make it to the finals. They will win it all. I'm almost certain. Now, if the Trailblazers do, like I already stated, it's going to be a close series, but not against the Rockets. They won't beat the Rockets. There's no team but the Warriors to beat the Rockets, and there's no team but the Rockets to beat the Warriors. Like, in the playoffs, at least. Or Final Form Durant, basically. Now, with that being said, if the Rockets and Bucks make it to the finals, the Rockets are going to win. If Rockets and the 76ers make it to the finals, Rockets are going to win. If Rockets and the Celtics make it to the finals, the Rockets are going to win. Rockets and the Raptors, depends on Chris Paul. Could easily be Raptors. It really just depends on if Chris Paul actually came to hoop. Just because Kawhi on James Harden. I mean, you put Kawhi on anyone, they're going to score way less points because Kawhi is just that good. With that being said, let's go down on the list. Let's go with, the Warriors, they basically beat anyone. I don't see them losing to any team that's on that side, but besides the Bucks. That's the only team that I can see that even has a hope at beating them, and maybe the Celtics, depending on if Godform Kyrie's out there. Now, with that being said, if the Trailblazers make it to the finals, they lose to any team that's over there. There's no way they beat the 76ers. They got too much firepower. No way they beat the... Actually, they might beat the 76ers, and they might beat the Celtics, actually. Just depends on Godform Kyrie. Or... all that. But with that being said, that's my predictions for the playoffs, and it's been good, but it's your boy SMTD Drizzy. You're signing out. Peace out.
Got me